Hello and welcome to Race Spec Esports. We are here in Singapore for the PS4 Tier Euro Series Tier 4, and we're in qualifying. No one has set any time yet. We'll just see how it goes. Different tire strategies from the start here, with the mediums and the softs. The softs are getting worn pretty early in this race, so maybe that's what some people are going for. We'll see. Let's follow Jordan and L here on this hot lap. It's quite a challenging track this week. Very technical. It's a city circuit, so there's loads of walls to avoid. Very tight corners, as we see right here. This one is especially very tight and hairpin, very slow. You have to nail it to get a really good lap. Locks up a bit there, and now through a tunnel underneath a grandstand and into the last corners on this lap. And we'll see which times we are going to get here. Starting on 136.3 on the mediums. Pretty good lap there from Jordan Anel on the medium tires. As Adidas Anel is in on the mediums as well on a 137.1, and we have Passion just made a 136.6 on the soft compound. Easy coach through the last corners. Pretty easy to lose the car here, but seems like he gets it good to get it done out on the straight, and it's 139.9 on the mediums. Passion rocking then in the black Mercedes, puts in a 137.8 on the soft compound, which tells us it was a pretty good lap from Jordan there on the mediums, still holding pole. After the year has had quite a slow round on 151. I guess he has missed on his round as he locks up here. Maybe he struggles with this track on lockups, and maybe that's been lack of training. I don't know. As we see, Jordan Anel puts on a better lap than previously, 136.1. Last Tuesday I'm alone in the commentators box, so if there are some silence in between, it's because I'm focusing on the broadcast, and I'm not too familiar with doing this in English yet, but I hope to improve in the next few weeks, and hopefully we will get a better stream with time here in Tier 4. Toranheim, the Norwegian OWR driver. He's on his outlap, first lap for him today, and he has chosen the mediums for his fast lap here, going through the last corners. And on we go with a hot lap. It's a really tight corner already in the start, slow corners, and very easy to lose the car, as he does here, the Norwegian OWR Toranheim. As I said earlier, this is quite a technical circuit. I just had a race here myself in Tier 3. I have had maybe a quarter or 20 minutes in time trial before I went into race, and also a new set of pedals for my setup, which was not a good idea, and the pace in the race showed as well. So this is not the right track to go into without any preparation and training in time trial, or maybe offline mode or with some friends. Take some time to get the rhythm in this track, in my opinion. So Jordan and Elden, as I said earlier, pretty good lap there from him on this technical and challenging circuit. Only 11 drivers on the grid today, and I see Dreamstrad has not been out yet. Same with Passion Jack, but Passion Jack is going out on a hot lap now in his McLaren. No, he has been on a hot lap. Takes pole with his soft compound tires, 136.125. That's not much better than Jordan on his mediums, 136.144. Only to, is that hundreds in between them? So a good lap there from Passion Jack, but if he's going to start with these tires, the softs are getting worn pretty early in on this circuit, so it might be challenging for him to keep the lead after the pit, but in the same time he will maybe go for a two-stop strategy today with the soft medium, and then he will have a slight more pace at the end on those with one stop on medium hards. So it all comes to who nails this circuit the best, and personally I don't really like the hard compound, but that's from individual skill. Some like the hards, some doesn't like the hards. Stian Rambo then, the other Norwegian driver, off on a outlap on his medium tires. He's going out on a hot lap right now and starts his round there into turn 1 here, and almost a hairpin right here. He gets that better than his fellow Norwegian. Very important to keep the speed through and out from the corners there. You really need to nail the turn in. It seems like Stian Rambo has pretty decent control on this circuit. bad entry there, but he salvages it through the next corners. Very tight here into the hairpin. Does he do that well? Yeah, he does that really tight on the inside, but maybe slides a bit too far inside on the out, going on the hairpin. But he's not touching any walls, and it seems like he's going to get at least a banker lap here. And of course he will have the benefit of starting on the mediums in top 10. I think he's going to get top 10, as we are only 11 drivers. Which time is he going to get? He gets up on 5th with a 1:37.0. That's a pretty decent lap on the mediums. It's the second best lap on the mediums here today. Good lap there from Stian Rambo. I forgot to mention who I am in the beginning of this stream, but as last Tuesday, it is OWR Wax Viking commentating for you today. So we have a McLaren in front with a 1:36.1 on the soft tires, and followed by two Haas in Jordan NL and Joe Fox 36. And then we have the Ferrari also on the soft, and the second McLaren, Passion Ferretto on the 5th with soft, and the first one on mediums here today is Stian Rambo, followed by Eddie, Passion Rockin and DJ Couch. Only two on the medium compounds right now. It's Stian Rambo and Passion Rockin. Toronto now is trying a new lap on the soft compound. Is he going to get a lap in now? It seems like it, and he's up on 6, just ahead of his fellow Norwegian there on his soft 1:36.687. Not far from Passion Ferretto. Just look at the timings there, 1:36.618 against 1:36.687. That's not much to differ from those two drivers, the McLaren and the Red Bull. And Jim Strouden, the only one not to have done a lap here today, but he usually starts from the back, trying to do a last first challenge. And yeah, last time out in on last Tuesday he did a really good race from behind. As we see, Jordan NL has improved his lap on soft compound down to a 1:35.1. That's 1 second ahead of Passion Jack. Yeah, Jordan NL shows really good pace here then, crushing his opponent there in his Haas against the Passion Jack in the McLaren with a second. But Passion Jack is out on a new hot lap, it seems. He's just 0.0 behind his own time. He might have the opportunity to improve here, but I don't think he's going to take Passion Jack's time, as he is a second ahead. Through the hairpin here, gets that pretty well. Out on the straight, gets good speed out on the straight here. Into a tight right-hander, and you have to be careful before the track limit is right there. It's the white line that matters. Through the grandstand into the last few corners here now. Is he going to improve? Loses the car a bit there. Cuts the corner right there, and he improves by 0.0 down on a 135.8. Yeah, only one here now on the mediums. Stian Rambo seems like he's going to start with the mediums, as he still is out on the mediums. He might have benefit from that with a one stop, also a overcut. So it's not the worst strategy, but you have to be careful, as he has only one set of mediums here in the qualifying, and they get worn, and he has to start with them in the race. Seems like he's out on the fast lap. Yeah, he is 0.092 behind on his own time. He's trying to improve here, taking his fellow Norwegian. And in under the grandstand into the last few corners here. Cuts that well, doesn't get a invalid lap, and has to cut it just about right. He doesn't cut there, but he takes the corner well. Is he going to improve? No, he doesn't. And it seems like we are done for the qualifying, maybe. Joe Fox on a lap here. I guess this is the last hot lap we have under the grass. As he goes like Charles Leclerc in Baku, straight into the barrier there under the grandstand, and loses his suspension, and the hot lap was over for him. Yeah, you have to be careful there, get the braking right, and absolutely not lose your car. It's pretty easy to lose the car and go straight into the barrier there. I've done it myself a few times in earlier games, and yeah, one of the most challenging tracks on the calendar is. And here we are then, pole position for the Dutch driver Jordan NL, followed by two Italians, Passion Jack and Passion Ferretto, and the two more Dutch on 4th and 5th, Joe Fox 36, RPDJ 88, and the two Norwegians then, OWR Toranheim and Sebastian Rambo 6th and 7th, Eddie Brooks NL on 8th, Passion Rockin in 9th, DJ Couch in 10th, and Jim Straw on 11th. And we have 4 in front on softs and a medium after that. We have 5 on the, starting on the mediums then, and 5 on the softs. And I'm guessing Jim Straw is going to start his race on the mediums. In real life, last time Formula 1 was here, it was Charles Leclerc on a pole, and the podium was Vettel, Leclerc and Verstappen. And the fastest lap actually is Kevin Magnussen in the Haas on a 142.3. That's pretty impressive from the Haas driver in 2019. And we're ready here then for the formation lap. We can see Jordan Eno on the softs, followed by Passion Jack, Passion Pareto and Joe Fox on the soft as well. And down on 5th we have RPDJ88 on the medium compound. In 6th OWR Toranheim on the softs, and the rest of the grids on mediums. As I said earlier, Jim Straw is going for the medium compound as well. I'm guessing a one-stop strategy then from the guys on the mediums, going from medium to the hard. And the soft guys has to go in pretty early on. I'm guessing somewhere between lap 6 and 10. Yeah, and 2 stop, as you see, lap 5 to 8 in the softs. And the mediums, I guess, is around lap 12 or something, 12 to 15. There has been some contact then in the formation lap between Passion Pareto and Joe Fox, and they have to start on cold tires. That's pretty hard to do. But let's see then, are we going to get a good start from the guys here in Tier 4. Jim Strouden is lining up, and we are ready to start the race. And we have 1 lap, 2 laps, 3 laps, 4 laps, 5 laps, and off we go. Pretty good start here from everyone. Ah, there is contact between Jordan and Passion Jack, and Passion Jack comes worse out of that situation and spins around. Bad start from Passion Jack and Jordan Annell. There was some contact. Not too sure about whose fault it is, but it's always going to be chaos on the race starts. Unfortunate there from both McLaren's drivers, it seems. Passion Pareto is struggling now on the soft tires after that spin. So I guess he has to go in pretty soon already. Jordan Annell then off with a very good start, as we see, has gotten 2 or 3 seconds. I'm not sure if that is correct, but there is a lot between him and the next car, as we see, which is Joe Fox. Really good start there from the Haas drivers then. Yeah, maybe it's in the spirit of the fastest lap from Kevin Magnussen from last year in this circuit, followed by 2 Alfa Romeos. pretty a decent start here from everyone. Clean start, except from those two McLarens who has had some damage and unfortunate start. Yeah, seems like Ferretto just had a spin and carries on, and Jack in the pits for wing damage. Seems like RPDJ 88 also has gone into the pits. There RPDJ then on the hard compound now, and the McLaren has gone for the mediums. And as usual with this game, and Codemaster hasn't fixed it yet. This is not the correct standings. On the left there, it's usually chaos on the standings to the left on the first few laps, but as we see it now, it should be correct, but we'll see if that holds. Jordan Manuel then, he has gone past everyone, had a really good start here on his soft tires, and seems like 6 seconds ahead of his teammate. That's a really good start there from Jordan. But as we know, he had contact with the McLaren in the start, passing Jack. So we might get a complaint on him there, but it looked like it was a typical race incident to be. Eddie Brooks has passed Joe Fox, splitting the two horses there, the Alfa Romeo driver. And RPDJ has passed DJ Couch, who has been in the pits, and he has put on the hard compound. Now, where is the closest battle here? Is it between the two Norwegian drivers then? Stian Rambo and Toranheim in the Red Bulls. Are we getting some team orders here? Who is fastest of these two? Seems like Toranheim has control, but not so much, as he goes too wide and almost hits the wall. Seems like he came from it without any damage. He is on a faster compound, but Stian Rambo for the moment has the best strategy in my mind. But Toranheim is faster on this on the start of this race. As we see, he pulls away. But Stian Rambo then gets DRS and closes in the gap again. Jim Stradam, who started in the back of the field, is eating tenths and seconds and has come up to Passion Rockin' on 6th. I know from personal, yeah, as we see now, he's up and has done the move on a Passion Rockin'. He is past Passion Rockin' up to 6th there for Jim Straub. Is Passion Rockin' going to answer on his attack? No, he loses his car, unsettles the car, hits the wall there. Seems like he does not have as much control on this circuit as Jim Straub has, and Jim Straub is hunting down now the two Norwegians in the Red Bulls. Stian Rambo has gone past Toranheim actually. I didn't get that, I'm sorry, as I saw the battle between Jim Straub and Passion Rockin'. Stian Rambo then has passed Toranheim and is actually pulling away by, as he has a second gap Passion Ferretto then has come up to Passion Rockin, his teammate. Not in cars, but in team. He has faster. As Passion Rocking goes into the pits, does he have damage then? Seems like that. It was a bit early to pit on the mediums, so I guess he has some damage. And Joe Fox has also got into the pits, puts on the hard compound. Seems like he's trying to do a undercut as there was no wing damage. Pretty early to do also on the softs, but I think he's trying to do a undercut on the cars ahead of him. And the two Norwegians are still battling, and Torandam is once again getting passed by Stian Rambo. As Stian Rambo hits the wall there, did he hit his teammate? I don't think so. Seems like it went well. No damage on both of the cars. Or did Stian Rambo lose his... Yeah, he lost his right end plate. He's going to lose some pace from this. And it will be smart of the teammates there to just let Toranheim go, and Toranheim hits the wall. Seems like they are struggling a bit on this track, and he gets a 3-second penalty as well. And Toranheim loses it in the under the grandstand and gets a bit stuck. Bit very unfortunate there for Toranheim. But Stian Rambo does continue his race. Does not pit, even though he has lost his right end plate. Up in second now. 12 seconds behind Eddie Brooks, Jordan and Elden. The one with the great start. He went in on fourth or fifth lap for the hard compound, and he will eventually get past the guys ahead of him, as he has not much ground to take in on them. And yeah, I think I will hold him as a favorite today. But driver of the day, I guess, will be Jim Straw as usual, as he has picked up the pace and up to third from 11th place where he started. Sorry, be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back. And we have followed the Ferrari here for quite a bit, as he has been the closest battle on the track right now, following Joe Fox. Ferrari engines there. And RPDJ is on older parts, but on the hard compound it doesn't have that much to say, but Joe Fox's tires are one lap old. He's trying to get the best out of this, and yeah, fighting his way through the circuit, but it's just about too far ahead from Joe Fox. But he's patient. He does not do any stupid moves, waiting for a opportunity, which I think he will get on a straight here. He gets DRS now on Joe Fox, but Joe Fox get a better exit. Is he going to dive in on the inside? That's exactly what he does, and a bit of contact on the tires there, but once again on the inside. Might have been some contact there, but RPDJ has gone past Joe Fox, and we see Jim Straw has also passed Steer Rambo, up to second there for Jim Straw. It's a medium from the start duel here, and Eddie Brooks as well is on the same strategy as Jim Straw and Steer Rambo. They have gone 7 laps on the mediums. Is NSR Steer Rambo going to be able to keep up the pace with Jim Straw? It seems like Jim Straw is pulling away from Steer Rambo, and Jim Straw is going to hunt down Eddie Brooks. Yes, become a three-way fight this year for the podium places, as Jordan NL has come up to this fight against Steer Rambo and Jim Straw. Is Jordan NL going to challenge Steer Rambo now? Through the corner here, and then we get the DRS. I think it's going to be an easy pass for Jordan NL, but both of them have DRS open the wing, and he did not get past this time. Just laying here, waiting for a arrow from Steer Rambo. Or is he going to dive in here? Is he? No, he chooses to wait and not do anything stupid. Oh, goes on the inside there on the hairpin. That's really good racing from the both of them, giving respect to each other and enough space. And Jordan Annell takes it on the next corner. There's just about enough space there to get past. Good driving from both drivers there. Jordan Annell then is going to pick up a fight with Jim Straw, and Steer Rambo is going to fight to keep inside the DRS window, but he doesn't nail the last corners here as well as Jordan, and falls behind. Passion Jack on Joe Fox then. He has the benefit of the medium tires against the hard tires. If the DRS here does not dive yet and waits for the next opportunity, as Joe Fox has gone a bit slower, but Passion Jack has to brake there. New DRS zone here now, and is he going to attack? Goes on the outside, and a bit aggressive there from Joe Fox, but Passion Jack gets the job done on the outside of the curb. Not too sure about the legality of that overtake, but he goes through up to 6th. Not sure if Joe Fox is too happy with that overtake, but he was a bit too aggressive as well, pushing Passion Jack out on the outside, and Passion Jack comes best out of that fight. Jordan NL then on Jim Straw. He has picked up the pace after passing Steer Rambo and is challenging Jim Straw for second place here. And they are also gaining some time on the leader of the race, and it works. Seems like the medium tires are struggling a bit now, and Steer Rambo further back has gone into the pits for the hards. 4 laps old hards then. Seems like they have better pace on the hards now than the 10 laps old mediums. As we see, Jordan Nano is trying his very best to get past Jim Straw, but Jim Straw is having a real good race here. Defends himself very well, closes the door, and the gap does not leave much space for Jordan Nano to pass, and Jordan Nano goes on the inside as he it was kind of a dive there as he brakes a little bit later than Jim Straw. I think Jim Straw got surprised there by Jordan NL. Great pass there from Jordan NL. Further back we have Joe Fox trying to keep up with Jack here. That's a bit much there, the house driver. Eddie Brooks in the lead then, he goes into the pits and puts on the hard compound, followed by Jim Straw. I'm guessing he puts on the hards as well. As we see, Joe Fox hits the wall there. Yeah, Jim Straw on the hards. Jordan Nano then, he chose to pit earlier, and he is on a 5-lap old hards. Is he going to stretch those tires to the end of the race? I think it's possible, but the tires will be pretty slippery on the last rounds. But Jordan Nano is a good driver, and I think he will do very well in this race. As Passion Jack gets a 3-second penalty. Joe Fox still hunting down Passion Jack, waiting for him to maybe do a mistake. Behind a bit here, now over the second behind, as Toro Amheim has retired from the race. What has happened there? I'm not too sure. It seems like it's in the third sector. Let's see them. No safety car, just a yellow flag. Maybe it was a incident between him and Passion Rocket, as he has also got a DNF. I'm sorry that I didn't pick up that. But that's one Norwegian down. The other still going strong up on 7th place. They're now fighting for the podium here. Or second place is what he's fighting for. There is 15 seconds down to 4th place, so I think this is going to be the battle of for the second place. Jordan Annell is 11 seconds ahead of his fight. What happened there? Suddenly he was ghost. Might be from him being outside the track and getting a time penalty. So this is the closest battle for the moment between the Dutch driver Eddie Brooks and RPDJ88. The Ferrari then on pretty old hard tires, and Eddie Brooks on very fresh hard tires. And as you see, the gap is going up and down. RPDJ then hoping to have the DRS. It seems like he's just about outside, or is he going to get the DRS? No, he doesn't. Just a bit too slow then to get the DRS. Just over a second. Is he going to get it on the next DRS? He is inside, but is it enough? No, it's not enough. He was a second behind on the detection zone and does not get the DRS there as well. Seems like he is starting to feel these hard tires. We're on lap 15 now. He has been out on these tires for 12 laps. Jordan Annell then in the lead, just driving his own race here, having 11.5 seconds just about on the next driver, so he just has to keep his head down, no nerves, just drive his own race here and secure the win. Eddie Brooks then he is going away here from RPDJ, 1.2 seconds now. There's a lot of space between cars right now. This is still the closest fight on track right now. So naturally that's going to be where screen time comes. I can look at who has had the best race so far, which is Eddie Brooks. Actually, he has gained 6 positions in this race. Good race there from Eddie. And Jim Straw, he has gained 5 positions. And everyone has been on a 1 pit stop here, except from Passion Jack, who has had 2 stops. On lap 16, just about straight over halfway through this race here in Singapore. Back to a second behind here now. He's doing everything he can to push as hard as he can here on Eddie Brooks. And I'm guessing he is also pushing to get a bigger gap down to Passion Pareto, because these hard tires are going to be very hard to make last to the end. Couch left session was the message I saw. Yeah, maybe a connection problem there. As I saw him ghost as well. Steven Rumble here in the Red Bull, up in 7th, and we have Jim Straw chasing down Joe Fox in 6th. Inside the DRS here now, but there's a while until he hits the next DRS, so he has to chase down now, keep up the pace. But I think Jim Straw has the ability and pace to take Joe Fox here, and we can see that he has fresher hard tires than Joe Fox. Joe Fox on 11 laps, so 12 now, and Jim Straw on the 5 laps. Jordan Annell has left the session. Does he have a connection problem as well? I see in the comments here that DJ Couch says that his network is gone, and he can't believe it. I really understand that. It must be frustrating. But Jordan Annell as well has left the session. He has had a really good race here, and he has just driven his own race here, and then he gets the same trouble as DJ Couch. That must be even more frustrating, leading the race as much as he does. Let's just hope the both of them can get back in. And it suddenly opened up then for Eddie Brooks to gain here, because the ghosted cars are going pretty much slower than the others. It's PSN troubles there for David Coach. Sometimes there are technical troubles with both PlayStation and Codemaster servers. Unfortunately, that's something that happens time to time. RPDJ here. He is still going strong then, challenging Eddie Brooks still on his 10 laps older hard tires. Straw and Joe Fox then racing pretty hard here back in the back, and Joe Fox goes around. I think maybe there was left just a bit too little space there, and Steer Rambo takes the benefit of that and goes up to 6 behind Jim Straw. RPDJ 88M, he still hangs on to Eddie Brooks for the second place, but the gap that Jordan NL had has shrunk down to 5 seconds due to his network trouble. Still, a Ghost has not rejoined the session yet. I had one of the drivers back in my race in Tier 3 as well who lost his connection, came back to the race, but he lost many positions from that. Very unfortunate and frustrating, but that's technology, so not much to do, unfortunately. RPDJ then with a 3-second penalty. There has been a lot of time penalties, so I'm excited to see in the end here who actually goes out on top as we count up the penalties. Still going strong here, RPDJ. I must say I'm impressed that he still keeps up with Eddie Brooks on his old hard tires. Eddie Brooks should have much better grip on his pressure tires, but Eddie Brooks did, RPDJ 88 still going strong behind Eddie Brooks, chasing him down. And they have a gap of 20 seconds down to 4th. So keep it clean now, boys, and you have the podium. And we see RPDJ goes past Eddie Brooks there, and Eddie Brooks spins out. What happened there then, Eddie Brooks? You had pretty good control of this podium. You still have quite a good chance to do it, but Passion Corretto now down to 12 seconds behind, and yourself 7 seconds behind RPDJ. RPDJ then, who has come up to the ghost of Jordan Nano and will soon take the lead in this race, as we have only 10 rounds left. getting the DRS from the ghosted car of Jordan ML here, but he doesn't get too close yet. He still has to fight to get the first place here. But as the car is ahead is ghosted, it really is in the first place, yes. But I also see that Eddie Brooks has picked up his pace, and he is only 6.6 behind now. And as expected, RPD J88 up in the lead now. Hits the wall there. Does he get some damage? No, he doesn't. Still fighting with the ghost of Jordan ML here. Eddie Brooks is picking up really good speed and pace here, which is quite natural with his fresher tires. Only 4 seconds behind now. Joe Fox has left the session. Does he have a connectivity trouble too? I'm not sure. And I've gotten a message from Coronheim here. He just simply does not like this track, and yeah, how do we say it in English? I'll just put it as his head overheated. He could not keep his head low and cold, so there was a crash. But his fellow Norwegian then is still going on 6th place behind Jim Straw. He has seems like he's been following Jim Straw pretty well here. They are almost equal on the tires, same tires, but just one lap that differs them. One of the closest fights. It is the closest fight actually right now. Eddie Brooks on 3rd there is battling the ghost of Jordan. So this is the most exciting fight right now out on track. But I know from experience myself that Jim Straw has a pretty good pace, and absolutely able to keep this up and defend himself. Just outside the DRS, but he does get the DRS here. Steer rumble and the ability to close the gap down to 0.8 there. Gets a better exit, adding up on a second on after going past Jordan's Fox. Jordan's Ghost was... Why did I say Jordan's Fox? I'm not sure. But that's what I said. I meant to say Jordan's Ghost. Sorry about that. Still seeing Rambo here in the Red Bull, chasing down Jim Straw. Seems like the pace of these two guys is pretty even. It's been just around the second down and down to 0.8 behind. Up and down right in that area for this battle. But I think it's pretty good driving here from Steer Rambo to keep up with Jim Straw. Let's get a better last section here. Steer Rambo, and we'll get the DRS. Is he going to close the gap even more here into the slipstream with the DRS? No, he has to do this section here much better than Jim Straw to have a chance to maybe get past him in the next DRS. He gets a bit. Jim Straw gets a better exit there, and also in the next corner, but still on DRS. Here's Steer Rambo. Pretty even pace on these two guys. And good driving from both of the drivers, keeping their head down and avoiding the walls, keeping the rhythm up is very important on this track, and just let the nerves go and keep up the pace and not hit the walls, as that's the most important thing here, and rhythm as well. Down to second again, and down to 0.5, as Jim Straw must have done a small error which cost him really much here. Now let's see in the top here, Eddie Brooks then has closed the gap to RPDJ 88. And we have a new fight for the lead of the race, or is it RPDJ who has gone and passed Eddie Brooks? Yeah, I think so. It's a bit much for me this, so I'm sorry if I missed that. And Eddie Brooks then has equaled Jim Straw on gain positions here today, with six positions gained in this race. RPDJ in the lead here. He has the oldest tires on track right now, with 23 laps down on these hard tires. We're on lap 26 out of 31. Still holding up with these tires here. I think maybe they're just around 50%. Gets DRS here, Eddie Brooks. We have a few disconnections here. Unfortunate then for Jordan NL. He had a great lead actually. He was in about 12 seconds ahead, and he lost his connection. Passion Pareto still in this race then. Chasing down the ghost of Jordan. Jim Straw on 5th here, still going strong, but he is pressured by the Norwegian Steer Rambo here, who has been up and down and is just 0.5 behind now. Passion Jack 26 seconds behind there, just driving to get through this race and get the well-deserved points for going through the whole of the race. Joe Fox then, seems like both of the Haas drivers has disconnected from this race, unfortunately, and DJ Couch also has disconnected from the race. RPDJ then has stretched his lead here on Andy Brooks, 1.3 gap now. Passion Ferretto then has taken on the Ghost of Jordan and will soon get past. But Jim Stroy is only 3.3 seconds behind there, and he might be able to challenge him, but we are on lap 28 now, and only 3 laps left. It's going to be hard to close this 3-second gap, but I know he is able to. The Rambo still challenging Jim Straw here. Red Bull versus Renault, and this is pretty much the closest battle here, and they are gaining now on the Ghost of Jordan, and they will go up 1 place. And Passion Jack is just driving his own race here to get his well-deserved points. And Joe Fox and DJ Koch then unfortunately has disconnected. So the only ones actually driving here are the 3 in the lead. And these 2 are fighting here, and Jack. We see the Rambo loses the back of the car a bit there, out on the exit of the corner, but he salvages it and he goes on. I'm guessing his hard tires are a bit hard actually to manage, and they get very slippery. I personally think they are slippery throughout the race, but I really like the soft and the mediums much better. Addy Brooks is challenging RPDJ for the win of here in Singapore. We're on lap 29. I'm going to follow this battle right here for a while as we go on to lap 30 out of 31 here pretty soon. And there we are on lap 30. Closing in on some back markers here, but I don't think he is going to reach the DRS through the rest of this race. Adinab, he has DRS. He brakes a bit later than RPDJ, but he is pretty aware and does not collide in the back of RPDJ. And they carry on battling here for the win of this race. Into the hairpin here, and he was looking to get the inside there, but he thought that nope, maybe next time. Just waiting and hoping that RPDJ does a mistake here. Pretty impressive here. He has 10 laps older hard tires and still manages to carry on. Doesn't seem like his car is slipping too much, and they're going out now pretty soon, out on the last lap. And there we are for the last lap of the race here in Singapore. Race Spec Euro Series Tier 4. And there has been an incident. What happened there? Steer Rambo has gone up to 4th. There has been a mistake, or maybe there was some contact between Jim Straw and Steer Rambo. Steer Rambo up to 4th then, and their battle is over. Following here, Eddie Brooks is looked to the inside once again, but there was just about too far ahead. And we're going through here on the last lap, and Eddie Brooks is still chasing RPDJ88 there. Impressive ride there for RPDJ on his old hard tires. Gets the DRS here. Is he going to get the job done? I think he gets a... Does not look to the inside once again, but he might have full control of the time penalty. We'll wait and see when they cross the line. Who is going to cross the line? I think RPDJ is going to cross the line first, but we'll see on time penalty who is going to win the race through the last corners here. And RPDJ is going to cross the line in first place. Congratulations. And Eddie Brooks passes RPDJ on time penalties. Congratulations to Eddie on victory here in Singapore on this challenging city circuit. They are followed by Passion Furetto on 3rd and NSR Steer Rambo on 4th. Jim Straw goes in on 5th. Jordan, who disconnected in 6th. Passion Jack then secures, brings it home, brings the car home, secures the points, down on 7th place. And the race is over here in Singapore. Thank you for watching, and I will take you through the results. As we see, Eddie Brooks NL is a driver of the day. Alfa Romeo then wins here in Singapore. Congratulations. And we see there are 2 Dutch drivers on the podium today, followed by an Italian. No Shui here, but as we had in the weekend with also Hamilton joining in on the Shui of Ricardo. Here we go then. Eddie Brooks does an impressive drive here today. Goes off and wins the race. 2nd place to RPDJ88, 3rd place to Passion Furetto, and 4th place to NSR Steer Rambo, 5th place to Jim Straw, 6th place to Jordan NL, 7th place to Passion Jack, 8th place to Joe Fox, 9th place to DJ Couch, and DNF for Toranheim and Passion Rockin'. Some of these drivers disconnected, and I think maybe they will get a invalid race, unfortunately, but that's what happens sometimes. We're through here today. I'm pretty happy with the decent commentating today. As I said in the beginning here, I hope to improve through the next few laps. Only the 2nd time I do this in English. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.